All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to crack a pretty big case. Why even the smartest AI on the planet needs a top-notch detective team just to get you the right answers. Let's dive in.
So, we've all heard the stories, right? You ask an AI a simple question and it gives you this incredibly confident but completely made-up answer. It's called hallucination, and honestly, it's the biggest reason we can't always trust AI with really important work. It's a huge problem, and the solution, it turns out, isn't just a smarter AI.
Now, here's the thing. The core AI, what we call a large language model, or LLM, isn't dumb. Not at all. Think of it like a brilliant detective, maybe the best in the world. It's read basically everything, it knows a ton of facts, and it can connect dots in some amazing ways. But, and this is a big but, it has one massive case-breaking flaw. It's got a terrible case of amnesia.
And that amnesia, well, that brings us right to the heart of the problem we need to solve, the problem of the forgetful detective.
So here's the deal with that amnesia. An LLM's knowledge is literally frozen in time. It knows everything up to the moment its training stopped, but it has zero clue about your company's sales numbers from last quarter, or that new HR policy, or really any of your private internal stuff. It's like a world-famous detective who solved every single case up until, say, 2023, but has no idea what happened 5 minutes ago. And this is where all the trouble really starts. So to try and help our forgetful detective, the first idea was, hey, let's get him a helper, a rookie assistant. This simple approach is what the experts call basic RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. But as you're about to see, this rookie, well, they weren't exactly ready for the job.
The rookie's process, it seems logical on paper. First, they read all the company documents, then they create a simple little library. When a question comes in, the rookie just runs to the library and grabs any document that has similar-looking words. And then, and this is the key part, they just dump this whole pile of papers on the detective's desk and pretty much say, here, you figure it out.
But what happens when the case isn't so simple? A real-world business question isn't just looking up one fact. Get this, which enterprise customers renewed last quarter and also opened support tickets about SSO? See, you can't find the answer to that in just one document. You've got to connect clues from totally different places, sales data and customer support logs.
And boom, this is where the rookie totally drops the ball. The detective needed a full, correct list, but because the rookie just grabbed some random files that mentioned renewals and some other files that mentioned SSO, the answer is a mess. It's incomplete, it's missing key customers, and it even throws in one that doesn't belong. This is exactly how AI that looks amazing in a demo can completely fail in the real world.
Okay, so the rookie is fired. It's time to stop messing around and bring in the pros. We need to build an elite research team to help our detective. And this is the huge leap from a basic system to what we now call advanced RAG. The mission for this new team is totally different. They don't just dump documents on the desk. No way. Their job is to find better evidence, to understand how all the clues connect with each other, and, this is absolutely crucial, to verify everything before it gets to the detective. It's all about getting accurate, trustworthy answers every single time. So let's meet the specialists on this elite team. First up, you've got the hybrid search duo. You've got the keyword expert, who is a genius at finding exact things, product codes, acronyms, specific names. And working right alongside them is the concept expert. This one understands meaning, so they can find documents about losing money even if you asked about declining profits. When you use both, you get the best of both worlds, precision and deep understanding.
Next, for our most complex cases, we bring in the specialist, the dot connector. This is a game-changing approach called GraphRAG, and it doesn't just find documents, it understands relationships. The dot connector basically turns all your documents into one of those detective evidence boards you see in the movies. You know, with the pictures and strings connecting everything. It identifies all the key clues, people, companies, products, and then it maps out exactly how they're related. This lets our AI detective follow the trail of clues from one document to another to solve those really tricky questions that left the rookie completely stumped.
And of course, every elite team needs a leader, a mastermind. That's Agent RAG. The team lead is the brains of the whole operation. They take a complex question, they break it down into smaller, bite-sized tasks, and then they assign each task to the right specialist. Then they pull all the findings together, make sense of the evidence, and do one final check before giving the final brief to our detective. It's smart, it's organized, and it's built for accuracy. So we've hired this incredible new team. I mean, they sound fantastic, right? But in business, you can't just hope for the best. How do we know for sure that they're reliable? And that brings us to the all-important quality control check.
You just can't run a business on good vibes alone. We need a real objective way to measure how well our AI system is performing. We need a quality scorecard.
This scorecard basically measures 4 really key things. First, context relevance. Did we even find the right clues in the first place? Second, faithfulness. Does the final report stick only to the facts we found? This is our #1 weapon against hallucinations. Third, answer relevance. Did we actually answer the user's original question? And finally, context recall. Did we find all the important clues? Because missing just one can change everything.
This whole evolution, it isn't just some techie upgrade. It's a huge shift in business that takes AI from being a cool novelty to an absolute necessity. So let's just recap the journey here. We started with RAG 1.0, the demo version, with our rookie assistant. It's fine for simple stuff, but it's going to fail you in the real world. Then we moved up to RAG 1.5, which brought in our first specialists, like the hybrid search duo. But today, the gold standard for any serious business is RAG 2.0. That's the whole elite team working together with a smart leader and a system for proving its own accuracy. And why does all this matter so much? Because this upgrade turns AI from an interesting little gadget into what the experts are calling a strategic imperative. For industries where the stakes are incredibly high, think finance, healthcare, law, you simply can't afford to use a system that might make things up. You need a system that's reliable, that's verifiable, and that's accurate. You need RAG 2.0. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Building an AI is getting easier every single day. But building an AI you can actually trust with your most important business decisions, that's a whole different ballgame. It takes more than just a brilliant detective. It takes building them an elite, verifiable, and intelligent team. So the real question isn't just, is your AI smart? It's, can you trust it when it really, truly matters?